The Wuxing Temple has a really cool architectural style that's been around for a long time. It was originally built during the Northern and Southern Dynasties, 511 AD, and has seen a ton of renovations over the years, picking up different styles from various periods. The layout is super symmetrical, lined up along a central axis. You'll find important areas like the Mountain Gate Archway, the Hall of Heavenly Kings, the Mahavira Hall, and the Great Compassion Pavilion, all arranged in a neat, respectful way. Most temples usually face south, but there are some exceptions. When you walk into a temple, the first thing you usually see is the Mountain Gate, also called the Three Gates. These gates are the Gate of Emptiness, the Gate of No Form, and the Gate of Non-Action, and they represent the three gates of liberation. Inside the Mountain Gate Hall, you might spot statues of Vajra guardians or the two generals, Hung and Ha. After you walk through the Mountain Gate, you'll see the bell tower and the drum tower facing each other. The bell tower is on the left and the drum tower is on the right. They ring the bell in the morning and hit the drum in the evening. Next up is the Hall of Heavenly Kings, where you'll find Mahavira Buddha, the four Heavenly Kings, and Skanda Bodhisattva. Mahavira Buddha looks super friendly. The four Heavenly Kings are all about strength, and Skanda Bodhisattva is there to guard the Buddhist teachings. The main spot is the Mahavira Hall, where monks practice morning and night. Inside, you'll see Sakyamuni Buddha in different forms. There are often statues of 18 arhats or 20 devas and other bodhisattvas on the sides. Sometimes, around the Mahavira Hall, you'll find side halls dedicated to awesome bodhisattvas like Avalokitesvara and Ksitigarbha, who are all about protecting and caring for all living beings. Around the main hall, you'll find spots like the meditation hall, the monks' quarters, the release pool, and a terrace, all creating different courtyards and adding depth to the space. The buildings have all sorts of styles, too. The Mahavira Hall might have a cool hip roof to show off its importance, while the other structures each have their own vibe. When it comes to decorations, the statues of Maitreya, Skanda, and the four Heavenly Kings in the Hall of Heavenly Kings aren't just for looks. They also share important Buddhist teachings. You'll notice that doors, windows, and beams have awesome carvings or paintings. The designs often tell Buddhist stories, feature flowers, or show cool geometric shapes, reflecting the rich culture of Buddhism. There are 3 rows of Buddhist halls. The first row features the Hall of Heavenly Kings, marked by a round arch mountain gate flanked by stone lions. On each side of the hall, there's a small room to the east and west. Its ridge is a bit lower than the middle hall, and the three-door layout gives it a unique look. Inside, you'll find Maitreya and Skandao in the center, with the four heavenly kings on either side. The second row is the main hall, called the Pharmacist Hall. It has black tiles and yellow walls, topped with a single-eave hip roof. The Pharmacist Bodhisattva sits in the middle, serving as the main deity who blesses the community to stay safe from disasters and illness. To the right, there's a row of smaller buildings, including a Guanyin Hall, a dining hall, and a spot for incense supplies. The third row is where the monks live, in one-story bungalows. There's even an ancient well called the Pharmacist Ancient Well still standing here. Temples usually have 4 halls and 4 terraces. The Arhat Hall features various arhats, while the meditation room is where meditators chill and practice. There's also a scripture depository for keeping all the important Buddhist texts. Plus, you'll find other cool buildings like steel pavilions, along with classic architectural details like stone lions, bases, and unique roofs. In the early days of temples, the tower was the main focus, but over time, the halls became the main attractions. Sometimes, the tower gets moved outside the temple, or a separate tower courtyard is built. In some temples, there's even a special hall dedicated to the important patriarchs who helped establish the temple, honoring their contributions and showing respect from later generations. The corridors and courtyards in temples create an awesome spatial experience that inspires modern architecture to think about how spaces flow and change. The smart use of light through doors, windows, and patios also sparks ideas for lighting designs today. Temple features like the intricate dogong and upturned eaves have unique shapes and building techniques that influence modern architecture's focus on decoration and innovation. Plus, the color schemes and materials used in temples offer great references for creating atmosphere and texture in contemporary designs. The layout of Chinese temples has a special charm that provides a ton of inspiration and wisdom for modern architectural planning, decoration, lighting, and more.